All right, guys, for those of you that have been living under a rock, Tom Macdonald has just released his newest song, Woke World, where he takes aim at woke ideology, the woke agenda, and makes the realization that it's not just a nationwide issue anymore. It is now a worldwide virus or disease, huge issue all over the world. And in proclaiming this, he actually made a really good song. Like, the song within the structures of music is incredible. It's sonically awesome. The production is amazing. His melodic flows on the hook and the bars, and just the energy and the emotion driven lyrics. Like, it's a fire song. It's a really good song. It's one of the best put together songs I think he's put out in the past year or so. So salute, shout out to him. But in the midst of making the reaction that I did to that song, I had a couple of people reach out to me and say, hey, bro, you should go back and check out Me Versus You. And I was thinking to myself, I've done Me Versus You. And normally what I do in that situation is I will send them to the Tom playlist and be like, yo, I've already done this. But I got to be honest with you guys, I really don't remember Me Versus You. I went back, looked at my playlist, and I've done it. And I do remember the visual of him standing in a blue suit talking to him in a red suit. I do remember the visuals. I just don't really remember the song in general. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to go back and revisit it. All right. So if that sounds like something you want to get into, let's do it. But before we do, please make sure to smash that like button and that subscribe button for me. It helps propel me into the algorithm. It really helps the channel grow. Unfortunately, there's still about 40% of you guys that continue to come back and watch these videos, and just for whatever reason you haven't hit that subscribe button. I would sure appreciate it if you do. And if you're feeling real froggy, join the channel. All right, let's get into this, man. This is Tom Macdonald, Me Versus You. All right, I checked the date on this. It looks like this was just released about a year ago somewhere. So I imagine the way that he feels now is very reminiscent of the way he felt then. So let's check into this, man. Let's see what different perspective we get from this record, especially after hearing something like, Woke World.
I'm the one that you hate for making America great, and I'm the one who's trying to build back better. We ain't the same. Yeah, you're right. There's a difference. Y'all are woke and we're awake. What a joke. Does white privilege have something to say?
All right, so perfect. This is the bounds of going back and forth between the two different people that have these team ideologies that like to tear each other's heads off. And honestly, just 4 bars in, he's doing a really good job also of, painting the picture of what it looks like when these two people are going back and forth. It's like you're an enemy because you wear these colors and you stand with the opposite team. You have a different team ideology, but I appreciate him going back and forth instead of just one way. I think that that's dope. And that's the kind of politic music I can rock with and I can stand on. And honestly, I think that the biggest issue that we face, well, we have to learn how to talk to each other. Point blank. We have to learn how to talk to each other. I know that, like, for instance, whenever I was in a relationship, well, I'm still in that relationship. When I got married, we had major issues in the beginning of our marriage, mainly because I was a druggie and I was out living a double life and living my life in the streets every night and saying that I was going to like Advanced Auto Parts and I would be gone for like 4 hours at a time. Either way, when I got off of drugs and cleaned up during those first couple of years, me and my wife really had to learn how to speak to each other because we're total opposites. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of y'all have seen her on the channel. We're total opposites. But I loved her. I love her. I love how she stood by my side. I loved how loyal she was. And there were all of these things that I genuinely, thoroughly loved about her. And it made me want to, it softened me up on my delivery, the way that I spoke about things and the way that I, channeled what frustrated me and, talked to her about how we were going to move forward and things. And same for her. Like, she loved me. So there was like a sense of, I got to be patient with him while he goes through this. And I have to maybe try to expand my horizons on, the way that he moves and the way that he does things. And I might not understand it, but if this is the way that he's going to do it, then maybe I need to have a little bit of patience in the way that I speak to him. And we really had to learn how to communicate with each other, man. And now we're so strong, people can't even imagine a time where we were like this, And I think that that's a beautiful sentiment. And I think that we can do that with these, but with the people that stand on the opposite ideology from you, you really have to learn you got to learn how to love them first. Love your neighbor. And once you realize that you love this person, you're going to want to communicate in a way that's more effective and less hurtful, less gotcha, you know?
Your president drove the country into the ground. The crime rate is through the roof. There ain't no jobs to be found. Inflation going up. My kids need food in their mouths. You put the fake news on every TV screen in my house. Hold up. Your president a racist, homophobic. Tried to overthrow democracy and everybody knows it. He will never make America great again like the slogan. He a white supremacist, just like all of you who voted. That is not facts. All you woke morons do is talk trash. Drag queens in classrooms hate anyone who's not black. You're pro-white. You know that's what the Klan members are, right? You're anti-LGBTQ. Then why they always on your mind? Bro, you're a boy, you're a girl, stop playing stupid. You screwing up the youth and all the children are our future. You don't care about the kids. Look at all the school shootings. You're pro-gun, it's your fault. Stop making those excuses. You think
this is fire. This is fire. This is fire. I mean, the way that like he's highlighting the main argumentative points on both sides. It's almost like what you see online on a daily basis. He's bringing to life here. He's giving you a visual for this is what we look like. And this is why we can't find common ground. Because you're saying things to me that I feel like are lies, that I know are lies. I'm saying things to you that you know are lies. I don't know, dude. I don't know how to move from that. I don't. I'll be honest with you guys. The only thing that I have is extend grace, forgiveness, and patience.
anyone who don't agree with you is just a bigot. You're a fascist, you're a Nazi. You just mad because you triggered. You're just jealous of the left because we're progressive and we're winning. Now I'm tripping that you won the election because you rigged it. They put you on the left, they put you on the right. They tell you what to hate, then they tell you who to fight. Till you're screaming, screaming.
Yeah, dog.
They put you on the
Yeah, dog. Yes. That's it. This is what they've done. And this is what he's going at in woke world. In woke world, he's going at the day. They put you on the left. They put you on the right. They make you want to fight. They make you scream, hey, you. That they is who Tom is going at in woke world. That agenda. Yeah. Yeah. That's it. And that's the right thing to do.
Right, they put you on the left. They tell you who to hate. They do anything to get you screaming, screaming.
And it works. That's the crazy part of it all to me. You know what they're doing. And you still fall in line. It's so successful that you know what they're doing and you still get triggered. You still allow things to. And what people love to do, man, is when you're having these talks, even if you're having a patient talk, and you're extending grace and you're extending forgiveness and you're extending patience, even when you do extend these, they still will like, yeah, but then they will do this over here. And it's like, all right, yeah, like, I think everybody moves the goalpost. I think everybody moves the goalpost. This is super dope. We need more of this.
My president draining the swamp, we building walls. Your president opened the border for one and all. Now there's murderers and criminals evading the law. Walking right into America, our safety is gone. Well, my president ended pandemic, saved the economy, and introduced legislation fighting for our equality. His son smokes crack. I don't care about that, honestly. He's raising all our wages. He can't raise his children properly.
Yeesh. He's still gonna find a way to throw in them sneak disses though, bro. But this is good because this is really what it is. This is the same fight that you see on the internet all the time, still to this day. This was released over a year ago, and you still see it on a daily basis. This is facts, bro. This is facts. I like this.
You obviously pro-life. A woman's choice is your right. I feel like abortion is important and you don't like. You're treating it like birth control. You're treating them like your wife. I said that all lives matter and I also meant unborn life.
Okay, so that's a touchy subject for me, right? Everybody knows where I stand on child deletions. If you've been following my channel, you know where I stand on child deletions. How do I say this? That's the strongest part for me, right? Like, that's one of the strongest things to me is like child deletions. That's what I feel. I feel extremely. I have extreme beliefs here. I really don't. I don't rock with child deletions at all. So whenever I go to have those discussions with people, I'll give you guys an example on me, right? I preach to you to extend grace, forgiveness, mercy. I'll tell you what I do. I'll have these conversations with people in real life, and they think I'm nuts. They think I'm crazy because I don't like child deletions. But you know what I do is I offer what I believe I believe to be a solution. And y'all know my solution. My solution would be that if Christians are the ones that stand against child deletions, then we need to extend our hands and take in these babies that are unwanted. For whatever reason, they're unwanted. And I think that that's an honorable way. And then we raise more Christian families. It's a win-win. But I still have to have forgiveness, patience, and I have to lower my expectations for people to understand what I believe if they don't believe in the same principalities as me. So if I'm having that conversation with somebody who's not a Christian, if I'm having that conversation with somebody who has had their own experiences with child deletions and they're touchy about it, I need to lower my guard, and I need to stand on what I believe. I need to proclaim it, but I also can't expect for them to just know it how I know it, believe my belief system in one conversation. It's not going to happen. That's where the patience comes in. That's where the extending grace comes in. And I think that that's a very important part that a lot of us are missing.
You're so clever, go ahead, make your little memes while we're bringing home the soldiers who were in the Middle East. Okay, you brought the soldiers home, but then you burnt the flag and took a knee and left the men who fought for all our freedom homeless on the street. Build back better, there'll be violence and riots until you Bible thumpers learn to fall in line and trust the science. We ain't ever backing down from all you pedos and tyrants. The right is fighting the system that left designed to divide us. And that is clown talk, all you got is mean tweets. It's free speech, call the cops, dog, you defunded the police. This country will be better off without all you freaks. This is America, homie, if you don't like it, you can leave.
Woo! I like this. This is very well put together, very well rounded, it's good, bro. It's good because I feel like no matter what side of the fence you stand on here, you can really relate. You can relate. These are all major talking points. And honestly, he's doing a good job of showcasing the aggression. And that's why we can't find common ground, the aggression. This is what you want to do. No, this is what you want to do because you want to do this, this, and that. I think that that's worse than what you're saying that I want to do. It's constant, bro. And that energy, it's really just bad for our country. It's bad for the world. It's bad for you. It's bad for me. Looking at your fellow country as enemies is bad for you. And because there's a lack of understanding on both sides, there's a lack of understanding why you believe what you believe. There's a lack of patience to try to understand it. Because of that lackluster energy, you can't find common ground. That's the reason why you scream at each other, I hate you. This is great.
They put you on the left, they put you on the right. They tell you what to hate, then they tell you who to fight. Till you're screaming, screaming. They put put you on the right, they put you on the left. They tell you who to hate, they do anything to get you screaming. Screaming. No president will ever give a damn about the truth. It don't matter who's the winner, cause the people always lose.
That part. That part. No president cares about the truth. I really rock with this. No president is going to stand on the truth, bro. At the end of the day, he's still a politician. They don't really care about you. I mean, run that back.
Give a damn about the truth. It don't matter who's the winner, cause the people always lose. No.
It don't matter who the winner is because the people always lose. Why do the people lose? Because we grow to hate each other. We have been separated by them. Their plan worked. I think the quicker that we learn that, their plan worked.
No president will ever break the system from inside. It's a deep state plan dividing us into sides. It don't matter if you're left, right, black, white, red, blue, conservative or liberal, rich, poor, me, you, Republican or Democrat, old, young, mean, cool. They promise us our freedom, but then all we get is free doom. They put you on the left, they put you on the right. They tell you what to hate, then they tell you who to fight. Till you're screaming, screaming. They put you on the right, they put you on the left. They tell you who to hate, they do anything to get you screaming, screaming.
Shout out to Nova. All right, man. So that's facts. That's all factual. And that's a great representation of where we are as a society. It is a great representation of where we are as a society. And as a hip hop head, this mimics real hip hop. This is Chuck D, Public Enemy. This is NWA. This is reminiscent of that, where it's like, you got y'all are arguing about this over here. Y'all are arguing about this over here. Everybody's dead wrong, bro. This is just, I love this Tom. This Tom is the one that I rock with the most, right? Point out the hypocrisies everywhere and then prescribe a way out. And that's what he just did. He talked about the hypocrisies everywhere and he prescribed a way out. Stop putting your faith in one man. Stop putting your faith in the presidency. Stop putting your faith into these ideologies, man. Or else you're just going to continue to scream, I hate you, to the person that you look at as your opponent when that's not really your opponent. What does Mises say? Y'all, it might not just be a Mises quote, but I heard it from Mises, where it's like, you know, same bird, two different wings, but I'm all about the bird or something like that. That's me too. Like, we're all one, bro. Like, and we have to learn that. We have to stop. We have to stop. We have to stop. You'll know what I'm talking about. I've said it until I'm blue in the face, bro. We have to stop. This is nonsense. Everybody, the right, the left, anybody who wants to argue every single day, anybody who feels like you have an enemy because they don't have the same ideologies as you. I got to tell you guys, man, they were just raised different. They don't believe it in the same way that you do. They don't see it the same way that you do. And just as strongly as you feel about what you feel, they do about them. And this is a great representation of that. I love this song. I'm glad that whoever commented that, man, there was a couple of y'all and somebody sent it to me on Instagram as well. So I was like, that's a sign, bro. I need to do me versus you. But I do want to say thank you to you guys, man, because this was a great representation to go back to on the heels of Woke World. So yeah, this is fire. Woke World is fire. I think people took what I said out of context. That happens sometimes as a reactor. I mean, I don't edit. I just speak and freely say whatever comes out of my mouth, bro. Pause, and it just is what it is. I might mean it a certain way. Sometimes it comes out a different way, and sometimes it gets misconstrued and taken out of context. It happens. I have been bad with Screwface dissed Drake, and I was like just talking about Kendrick, and bro, they tore me up in the comments. It was like, what do you mean Kendrick doesn't work hard? I was like, that's not what I said. It's not what I said. I said, where's Kendrick at, man? You said that you were gonna, eliminate the party, so to speak. Like, that old way of rapping is dead and gone. Now it's time to put lyricism back at the front. Now it's time to put the real back at the front. You talked about D1 and Lecrae. What would they do? Go get a feature with them. But instead, you're getting features with Playboy Cardi. I just said, like, my sentiment was, bro, if you're going to take up this mantle and you're going to take this crown and self-proclaim and put it on, you got to put the work in. And they're like, what do you mean? He is the hardest worker in hip hop. I'm like, all right, dog. All right, dog. But that's it, man. I mean, sometimes people take what you say out of context and it is what it is. And sometimes it's your fault as a reactor. Sometimes I say things the wrong way. But either way, like, you know, I'm glad that I got to revisit this. This was fun. So if you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And also, whatever YouTube is about to send your way right here, make sure to click on that. Let me know if they kill the recommendation. I don't know. And I will see you guys on the next one. All right. Peace.